Welcome back to another Tera Plays Tera video. Alright, so in today's video, we are going to be doing a reaction to the teaser trailer to Arborea Reborn. Alright, so just before we get fully into this video, basically Arborea Reborn is going to be a fan server that is live. You can go to their website, you can join their Discord, and you can start playing this game today. It's actually roughly probably been out a week since I will post this video. I've just been slammed with work. As y'all probably have noticed, there hasn't been really any videos and there hasn't been any Twitch streams just because I've been super slammed with work. But I do want to do a reaction to this. Now, I did help with some of it. I did help with some of the recording, the ideas, but the final edits were done by a grouping of people, and it's super awesome. So it's not like a brand new reaction. I've seen this already, but I do want to talk about it as we go along and give my opinions and kind of explain a bit about what Arborea Reborn is going to be. So to start off, we have this beautiful, amazing, just beginning Arborea Reborn, going into all of the classes that you all know, you're familiar with, their skills. The editing is just beautiful and amazing. I love it. It's great. So shout out to who did it. I don't want to drop names, but they are truly amazing with what they did with After Effects and all of these classes. I'm gonna stop it there just so we could talk a bit. So Tera, or Arborea Reborn, that intro you saw was actually Island of Dawn. That is kind of the hub area where you're gonna start, and I'll explain all of this in its separate video. But the idea is that Island of Dawn has been reborn. It's not the dead, dreary Island of Dawn, or it's Island of Dawn that we all know. It's, you know, reborn. It's alive again. So yeah, that's where you're going to be able to enter all your dungeons and good stuff. Like I said, I'll make separate videos for all of that. The classes are shown because over the course of the next few weeks, as I roll patch notes out for the game, and I'm going to cover patch notes of everything they do. As I said, I'm pretty close to the moderators for this game. I'm going to cover all of that, and classes have been changed quite a bit. That's why I really wanted people to be able to see the classes, so anyone who's new to the game itself can see, yeah, this is what you can play, this is what you could kind of do. Any veteran, you know the classes, but you don't know them maybe exactly like how they are in this version, because there's been a lot of changes made. I'm not going to go over them all now, but the devs have done a lot of great work to balance all of the classes to make them as fair as they can. Ideally, there shouldn't be a meta class, and that's what they're going for, is that you could take any DPS and clear just as easily with any other DPS. Priest and Mystic should be on par. You know, if you're running a Lancer, a Brawler, a War Tank, they're all gonna be equal. It's gonna rely more on actual skill, your actual personal skill level of how good you are at the game. Now with that, I want to let my console friends know that, you know, yes, we are, I should say they're working on a way to patch controller so it works a lot better. That's something that I've been helping them with. It's not done yet, but hopefully within the next few weeks, we can make it work. That, you know, Tera PC has always had controller support, it's just not the best controller support, so hopefully that can be changed, but I don't want to guarantee anything. It's just something to keep your eye out for. So going into classes, now we show what is meant to be one of the tougher and newer dungeons. These are all dungeons you can expect to see in the game. That little section that you saw of, you know, if we go back a bit, Gossamer's Vault and this guy, I can't think of his name. He's the boss from Akalath Quarantine, the second boss. I can't think of his name. This is their version of Dreadspire. They reworked all the bosses to have this amazing look. They're gonna have slightly different mechs, if not completely reworked, and their whole version of their tower is gonna work completely different. I'm super excited to try it, but that's something to look forward to. That, we're gonna scroll back a little. This is meant to be an all-new dungeon. If I recall, I could be slightly wrong, but that is a brand new dungeon that's been added to the game. And it has a different concept than other dungeons, so eventually we'll get some gameplay. I'll show that off when I can, or someone else might get the gameplay. I'm really busy, but stay forward, because I think that's called... I don't want to say its name and be wrong. Again, there will be a later, more videos, but they've created brand new stuff for this game. At the same time, you saw Undying Warlord. He hasn't been changed much. He's just meant to match everything, and there's still going to be dungeons that people have played that you're gonna be used to. You know, in the beginning, you're not gonna hit as much new content. There'll be some, but they wanted to keep some familiar stuff so people aren't completely relearning. There is a lot to relearn. I'm just gonna fair warn you. There's a lot to relearn. But there's gonna be familiar stuff too, which is amazing. Again, more Island of Dawn, brand new costumes. Costumes that have never been made before, and just new stuff to grind. And then finally, F.A. Valk. That's not her actual name. That's just Arena Valkyrie. Again, I can't fully remember the name they gave her. And then that's the end of Arborea Reborn. Yes, the Valk dungeon is brand new. It has never been seen before, just like that other dungeon I showed. They have a lot of that stuff, and they are making brand new content. And I am super excited to start playing eventually, show all of it off when I can. Other people have, I believe, been streaming it on Twitch. I also plan to stream it on Twitch. Again, I haven't been the most busy. I've been doing a lot of just working personally. But yeah, there's a lot of really amazing stuff coming out, and I'm super excited for it. I can't wait for this to come out. It's already out. I just can't wait to actually sit down and play it. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll try to get back answers that I can. Definitely go down in the description below. There will be a link to the Discord, to the website to get the launcher, and just to join and play and be excited for patch notes and everything coming out. With that, I hope you've enjoyed. Another few teasers this Friday for anyone who's been following me for other stuff than Tera. Pokemon is releasing Destined Rivals, and right over there is some stuff that I'm going to be opening up on Friday. So if you're into the Pokemon stuff as well as the Tera stuff, come check me out on Twitch. It will be the 30th, as long as I get all the product I've ordered in. I've already got some of it in. But yeah, super exciting stuff. I do plan to release some Pokemon videos, and I plan to release more Tera videos when I can. I just haven't had the time to sit down and actually make, record, or finalize half of the stuff I want to get done. That's about it. If you like this content, feel free to subscribe and hit that like button. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll do my best to get back to you as I can. Again, if you have any questions specifically about Arborea Reborn, you can go to this video and ask the questions there. One of the moderators should be able to answer. If it's not me, I'm not a mod. I'm just saying, you know, if someone's there or if I'm logged on, I can answer on that channel, or I might just answer on this channel. That's about it. So hope you all have a wonderful day or night, and I hope to see you in Arborea.